Hey everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you tonight. Alrighty, we're back this week. We're going back over the series that we started on last week, guys. And before I get started, let me let you know who I am. Alrighty, and any questions tonight, I'll be free to answer them. Be glad to answer them, okay? Alright, I'm Sandy. I'm your business strategist, and I help you to market and brand and strategize your business, and I'm here to help you to create and generate your wealth and build build your businesses. And right now, okay, let me get this situated here. We're coming into the end of the year, and the purpose of me doing this series is I want to help you because I know a lot of you may have some plans to do some great things in the upcoming year. So I think, and some of you may have business on your mind. So what I'm doing is I'm coming in here and I am helping you and assisting you in that area by giving you these business strategies and these tips. So last night, if you missed it, I put up a post that said that I was going live, and it was going to be for only those that watch live. Sorry you missed it because I had some great things for you. But anyway, we'll do that again before the year is out. Okay, we'll do something like that again. But I'm gonna be here Monday through Thursdays, and I'm gonna try to come between, I would say, 8:30 and around this time 10. The next time I'll probably try to do it a little sooner. So, and I'm running multiple platforms, so I don't know if you leave a comment, please. Hopefully, I'll be able to see it. So here again, I want to be able to make sure that we get this information tonight. Okay, now tonight is day 4, and what we're talking about in this series is we're talking about let me see here. Did I do my hold on one second. I want to make sure I did my banner. I don't see my banner. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. Hold on one second. Let's see here. I don't know. Maybe it's too late now. Oh, there it is. Okay, now that's what I wanted. Alrighty. Okay, back. Okay, I had forgot one thing that I was trying to do. But what I was saying to you, we're going to do this series here, and we on 4 of 7, and we're talking about how to start your business from scratch. And if you go back and listen at the other videos, I think they are still up. I gave you the other strategies that I wanted you excuse me, I gave you the other strategies that we were talking about business planning and things like that. So now what we're getting ready to do is tonight we're going to talk about having and making sure that you know your expenses for your business. Now I'm gonna give you some things, your startup costs or whatever it is. And this is going to be basic, but these are some of the things that you may not have thought about. So I really want you to know that, keep this in mind, and this is what'll help you start your business from scratch. So I want you to keep these things in mind, and that way, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, you got to strategize and you got to plan, and I want to make sure you be out here winning in 2021. So if you're thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about growing something that's that's going to leave you wealth, and if you already thinking about something, you want to do something else different, then guess what, that's what we're here for. Alrighty. Okay, now the first thing you need to think about is your employee salary. If you have an employee, this is not just in order, but I'm giving them to you how I wrote, how they came to me, and as if I was your coach, or sitting down with you one on one, and if I was helping you come up with your ideas, and you say, Sandy, I want you to help me to get my business started, and then because I need to go ahead and start doing things that's going to get me to making money. So I want to be able to get some of this preliminary stuff done. And believe you me, it makes a difference. It's best to have this stuff already in place, so where you won't be stressful as you're growing your business. And that's what this is all about, to help you to do things strategically to help you grow your businesses. Okay, and now one of the other things is going to be advertising and marketing. Now, advertising and marketing is one of those expenses that is going to be ongoing, right? But for starters, you need to know exactly how you're going to approach that, and that's what that cost is going to be. Now, with that cost, you got your software. You may have marketing materials like business cards. Still, to me, I think it's still relevant. Having, if you got any kind of marketing, gear or anything like that, that's important. That's you need to know that when you're starting up. Any kind of printing, marketing materials, any kind of website, logo, anything you got to pay anybody. You may have to get someone to do some of those things for you. That's going to be an expense for you. So it's good to always know that you're going to have that. And then also, we're talking about estimating your cost of your expenses when you're starting your business. Okay, this is what the conversation is tonight for those that are coming in. Okay. Now, once you have your list of expenses, down, you definitely want to be, you want to know, like, what other things is your excuse me, your startup costs, like your permits and license, and any kind of publishing, if you have any publishing to do, anything like that. And also getting that with your, like I said, when I mentioned your employee salaries, definitely getting that onboarding, because a lot of companies, when you are getting people to come aboard with you, it's an expense for them. So hey, so it's an expense for them. And also, just knowing your overall financial picture of how you're going to start your business and grow your business, that is so important. And what do I mean by that is, basically, what is it going to take you, all of your fees for your LLCs and all of your, all of that set up initial administrative stuff that you're going to need. If you're going to need a building, if you have to pay a deposit, and even if once you sit down, if you're working on starting a business and you sit down at the beginning phase and the stage, that can tell you, you can find out what kind of interest rate you'll pay if you have to go and borrow money, or what it's going to cost you for a brick and mortar facility, what it's going to cost you for inventory, who is going to be your vendors, coming up with your vendors, how many vendors will you reach out to, how are you going to shop around for them, all those things are your startup expenses, and these are some of the things that you need to think about. Okay, now also, when your initial setup, when you're starting your business, in your initial setup, now sometimes you're going to have what we call one-time costs, and that's to get your business going. But then you have your fixed costs, and those are costs that is going to be occurring every month. That's like your fixed costs in case you have a like a lease payment, or you have a utilities for your facility if you have one. And even if you're working from home, if you have to get a van, a car, a van, or whatever kind of expense you need for your business, that's going to you need to kind of add that in. And that's how you come up with your pricing. We'll talk about that at another time. Or either you can push the dream, you can text push the dream to 484848 for the series. So for the business toolkit, and all of that information is in there, and I break it down to you, so where you can have that information. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link to be able to retrieve that. So, and that's if you want that. Okay, now anyway, okay, all right, I had to see what was going on over here on Instagram. Okay, now, and next thing is, I'm going to also give you some important documents. I'm going to go over that next. Some important documents that you're going to need for business, right? Even personal and business. I'll give you a few of them that you definitely may not think about, but that you will need. Because when you're in business, especially if you are the owner, CEO, or whatever you want to call yourself, you are the face of the business, and you're the one that everything is riding upon, right? So you need to make sure that you have all those things in place. And like I said, your typically your monthly expenses, and that's going to be pretty much your fixed expenses, your rent, your utility bills, your salaries, and things like that. And then also you want to make sure you are, that's a part of your expense too. Your tax liability to your employers, your payroll taxes. That's a part of your monthly expense too as well. So if you have to have employees for whatever business you have, you need to keep that together. You need to make sure that's in the final decision as well. Now, also, one more thing I do want to share with you on the expenses. Marketing. Let's talk about marketing, and I kind of touched on it when I mentioned it to you. With marketing, your tools, whatever you need, your software, your email responders, if you have to spend money on any kind of, subscription, or, you know, uh, pay for any kind of program that's going to be on a monthly basis, that need to be a part of your monthly expenses as well. So if you're going to use a email responder, if you're going to use you're going to use some kind of, payment processor that's going to charge you every month, everything needs to be in that startup cost. And so that way you won't have any surprises. And that's why it's so good to plan, everybody, because once you plan everything out, then your chances for success is so much greater, because you already have everything laid out on the line. Alrighty. And then also a few things I do want to share with you, like for your documentation that you need. And also, I think I talked about business credit. I gave you some information. We kind of went over the live last week and talked about business credit. But I still want you guys to don't sleep on business credit. Don't sleep on building your business credit. If you so desire in 2021, getting ready to start your business, or got in mind that, hey, it's my time. I need to do something different. I want to start a business. Be prepared, okay? Make sure you be prepared for that. And being prepared for that is getting your personal and your business credit together. So that's why I definitely want you to be prepared for that. Now I want to give you a few things about what kind of documentations that you definitely would need in your process of being a business owner, okay? These are some of the things that you definitely it will benefit you, and you're going to need for your taxes. Um, Also, business and personal, but let me give you the business list first. Let me give you a few of them off the list. If you can get the business, all of these, the entire list will be in the business toolkit series. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and text 484840, push the dream to 484848, and I will make sure that you have that. Okay, now one a few things. I'm gonna give you about 4 off of each one. It's probably about 15 of them on each, personal and credit. Personal 15 on credit. I mean 15 on personal and 15 on business. But I'm gonna give you about 4 or 5 of them tonight. Okay, I'm not gonna give them all to you. You gotta get the business toolkit to get them all. Alrighty. Okay. Bank statements for your personal documentation. You're gonna need bank statements and insurance policies, mortgage statements, and also these are documentations that you will need for your filing your taxes, and life insurance payments, and deeds, or you know life events, major events like divorce. You'd be surprised as people try to come back, after someone is passed on, and they trying to claim something, especially if they leaving wealth back, wealth behind. So divorce papers, buying a home, all those documents are needed, when you're this is when you're preparing your taxes. But it's still good to have that anyway. Now I'm gonna give you about 5 of the business documents that is very important that you must have, okay? And like I said, you can get the entire list along with all the other things that I'm going to share with you in the business toolkit. Okay, now the bank statement for the business, you need the bank statement. Travel expenses, good documentation for that, for your taxes, and because can all be a write-off for you. Inventory receipts, payroll records, travel expense, I said that. Business meals, Yes, business meal you can eat on your business. Yeah. Yeah. And also advertisement receipts and, you know, credit card statements. Those are the five. I think there was about five. Those are the five that I give you there. So remember that, it's very important that you definitely we're in the realm, we're in the area now of talking about our finances, the financial side of owning the business. And when you're doing that, and when you have all of these, when you're following the rules and you're doing the things that you need to do, especially when you're starting a business and you're filing taxes and you're doing all these other things, this is a part of your starting your business from scratch. Okay, just, you may not have thought of this is all of the stuff that we'll be talking about for the next few days. This is all of the things that you'll need when it comes down to starting your business. Okay, and then making sure that you're set up for success. How about that? Alrighty, but there, I'm done tonight. I will see you tomorrow night, and we're gonna go over a little bit. Remember, if you are interested, we're gonna go over a little bit more. We're gonna talk about tomorrow. We're gonna talk more about the business plan, the entire business plan, and then some things I'm gonna give you some tricks and tips that will prepare you to kind of know and stay ahead of the game when you're starting your business. So we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow night between 8:30 and 10. Not sure exactly, because I've been working on some other things this week, and so I don't know when I'll be finished with my clients. So, but I appreciate you guys for being here, and I appreciate you for any questions. Did anybody have any questions? Please, you can ask them. No questions. If you don't have any questions, I hang around a little bit if you have any questions. But if you don't have any questions, I will sometimes people DM me questions, so if nobody has any questions, I'll definitely be bringing them in tomorrow, so maybe I can answer those questions on live. I've already answered them personally, but maybe some of you have the same kind of questions, but you just don't want to ask the question, so that's all right too. So I see you guys tomorrow. And remember, you were created for greatness. You have what it takes to generate your empires, build your empires, and do what you need to do to go to the next level. Let's make 2021 a year that we just kicking 2020 in the butt, because this year has been a shift, a game changer for us. I think we all have learned something about ourselves in this year, right? Am I right? Am I right, everybody? Am I right? Alrighty. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful night, okay? All right. Bye bye. And in the broadcast.